Oh yeah, I'm oversharing the last few days, and now I've fallen back to just shy of 2 months behind. At one point, I was only a month and a half behind at uploading my vlog, and then I screwed up, and then I started falling behind again. I won't say I really screwed up. I just got busy, and had other stuff going on. And hey, there's that cat. That's that black cat I was talking about the other day. It looks so much better now. The last time I went back looking for it, I didn't see it. It's still not. Like, normally a cat gets the hell out of the way of a car in the alley, which is a survival skill it needs. It still seems a little off and a little malnourished, but I'm glad it's still alive and it's visibly doing much better than the other day when I brought it a can of food. A can of food. I brought the cat a can of food. So, wow, I was really thinking about that cat last night, because I kind of looked for it when I was coming in from work last night. I didn't see it, and I was just worried that it just didn't make it. Because as I said, the day when I brought it food, like, it didn't immediately go up to the food, and it could have been because it was afraid of me, but it doesn't seem to have all its senses. In fact, the cat is presenting as if it's deaf. Now, it obviously sees, as you can see in that video, it obviously saw the car, me in the car approaching it, but I genuinely believe that cat is deaf. And I think it has some other health issues as well. Like, the last thing I need to do right now is rescue another cat, right? But I do. Yeah, go ahead and cut me off there, giant truck. Thanks. While you're at it, take your oversized vehicle and block the road. The selfishness of people that drive those kind of trucks. I mean, there's a lot of drivers that drive really selfish. This guy here on the right, and I think he's just taking advantage of the fact that the lane is clear and the asshole with the big truck is blocking it. But that's just annoying, I'll tell you. Like, if the road is not open to turn onto it, stay at the driveway and patiently wait. That's a good time to check your message. Y'all be looking at your phones while you're driving. Like the guy directly to my left right now, he's looking at his phone. I'm looking at him, but he's looking at his phone. Wow, he has an old enough GM car that it has one of those little GM Fisher body logos on it. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. That's neat. In Cadillac hubcaps. I sure don't look like a Cadillac. Oh yeah, it's got a Cadillac hood ornament too. Wow, this is one of the cheapest low budget looking Cadillacs I've ever seen. I wonder if it's a Cimarron. It doesn't quite look old enough to be a Cadillac Cimarron. Okay, the light is green. Hey, you in the Audi, the light is green. Anyway, y'all saw the Cadillac roll off. Yeah, that guy the whole time was just looking straight down at his phone. Which, whatever. I tend to glance at my phone when I'm at red lights, but yeah, the guy in the big truck, perfect time to be looking at his phone. And instead he just had to out my way. I mean, it didn't really impact me getting where I was going any longer, but still, wow, that guy's wearing no shirt, just shorts and a pair of tennis shoes. Which is interesting because most people are bundled up and acting like, oh my god, it's so cold out. Guys, it's like, he's chill. It's just shirt and shorts. Shirt, shorts. No shirt, just shorts. Shorts and shoes. I usually try to wear at least a t-shirt. I'm on my way to Priscilla's. I'm not sure if she's going to accept this. I just texted her and told her she better do it now because the WorkWhile app made me do a whole bunch of extra bullshit, like more than the normal extra bullshit, to accept the shift. I had to go all through these onboarding videos. The video was like a 30-minute video, and I'm just thinking, I'm not watching this. I've worked for HelloFresh for how long? I'm not watching this. It did say what the GMP acronym stood for, but it went by it so fast I missed it. Obviously, it's not important. Anyway, I'll explain more of that after I leave Priscilla's place. I think I'm going to get her debit card, and then I'm heading up to Goodwill to get us both jeans. And speaking of going to Goodwill, I just got my coupon for 20% off there. Hell yeah. Hey, welcome back, YouTube. You know, for the first time ever, I'm actually, Jesus Christ, dude. Wow. People who drive big trucks just never really look where they're putting that great big killing machine. Hey, look, the house on the right is for sale. I can only imagine what that thing's selling for. Probably out of my budget. Wow, historic vehicle plates on that Toyota right there. Neat. Yeah, I don't know. I want to have a house that close to these apartments that are on my left here. I mean, yeah, they put up a wall between this neighborhood and there, but that doesn't really separate it. And I'm really not cool with walls anyway. There's one on the left here. This complex also super, super sketchy. And there is a gate there. There's a lock on it, but I'm sure people can get through it. All right, did you just block the street with your big ass trailer? You left room for me barely. Barely. Oh, and there's a gate there too. Anyway, that block right there is just, I mean, I'd be cool living I have a house on Granada, like down that block, but just right that stretch I just drove. For some reason, that little stretch right there just stays extra sketchy. Which is probably why the person on that corner is selling that house. Otherwise, it looks like a really nice house. I don't know why I'm talking about that. I struggle every month to pay my rent. On that note, shit. It's December 1st, and I haven't even been trying to take care of my rent or trying to take care of my other rent. Damn, like my focus has been, to be honest, my focus has been a lack of focus today. Oh, I should say the date and time and stuff. So it's still Friday, December 1st, 2023, 4:45 p.m. Priscilla accepted the shift, so she's going with me to Factor. Since my last video, the app made me go through this onboarding procedure, which is weird because I think I did that. It didn't have a video last time. It was a more simple onboarding procedure, but I feel like I had to go through that onboarding procedure before I took my first Factor shifts like 2 months ago through WorkWhile. You know what? No, my first Factor shifts through WorkWhile. My first Factor shifts were through Winolo, and I never went to them because I got so much to keep track of, and I'm not very focused today. My first Factor shifts, as well as the first 3 Factor shifts that I worked, I think were all through Winolo. But I know I did HelloFresh onboarding through, are you really going to turn in front of me, dude? They were through WorkWhile. I don't know, about a little less than 2 months ago, I did a HelloFresh shift through Winolo. No, through WorkWhile. It was not even a full-length shift, it was a half shift. 5 hours. Whatever. It was 5 hours, it was work. The pay was pretty damn good. And it was worth the effort, it really was. But I did have to go through an onboarding, and I know this because I'm just looking through my phone for some other pictures and stuff, and I found some screenshots I took of some things that I thought I might not remember if I didn't take screenshots of them from the onboarding. And so anyway, today it made me go through the onboarding again, which is funny because yesterday when I was trying to get into the building, not yesterday, I'm sorry, the last shift I worked at Factor, last Saturday night when I was trying to get in the building, I was having trouble getting in because I couldn't seem to get my iPhone to work with the app or generate the barcode, the 2D barcode you need to get into security. For some reason that just wasn't working, so I was trying Obama Phone 5, which has always worked flawlessly for me getting in and out of there with Winolo. So I thought it'd probably be a good idea to try that. And yeah, wasn't working, and when I opened up Obama Phone 5, it was trying to make me do some kind of onboarding stuff. But somehow I was able to back up from that and then get my code, and I'd already accepted the job. So anyway, today, in order for me to accept it, because I've been waiting until the kind of the last moment to accept it so that I could get the bonus, they didn't bring it up to $29.75. It was $28. Whatever. $28 is close enough. I want the job. I'm going in for like over $190 tonight, so still worth my effort for sure. But anyway, yeah, after that, before it let me accept it, it sent me to this onboarding thing again, and of course completely redundant. In fact, not nearly as comprehensive as my HelloFresh onboarding was through Winolo, and I did that clear back at the beginning of July, and that took a long time. Like Priscilla was shopping for stuff like bras and clothing and just stuff I find painfully boring, so that was my way to get away from that torture and just chill where the music is playing at Tempe Marketplace. But yeah, it took a pretty long time to get through that onboarding, but that was all new to me then. So I watched all the videos, and there were a lot of training videos and a lot of quizzes after the training videos, and I remember vlogging about that and how I was having some issues getting it to work with my old phones, but I think I did it with Obama Phone 3, but I got it to work. I did. I got through that. Anyway, just they made me go through it again, and of course the biggest time waster was a 25-minute video. I watched maybe the first minute and a half of it, and then I kind of skimmed through a couple places, enough to screenshot and figure out what one of those, the gross monkey parts acronym. I didn't figure out what GMP was, and I actually heard that part of the video too, but they said it so quick that, oh shit, there's an accident or something in front of me, and there is nowhere to turn. I can make a U-turn here, or not. Oh, this was a bad idea. Yeah, it's honking at me. Whatever. Go sit behind that accident that you're not going to be able to get past. Have fun with that. What the? You're on the wrong side of the road, dude. That guy was really that just happened. Y'all see that? Damn. Maybe he's from England? Wow. You know, this is why I'm glad I have a driving job that's on a closed campus where I don't actually have to drive on city streets, because people on Phoenix city streets drive like that guy, and then there's accidents all the time that end up blocking the roads, like what I was headed towards on Thomas. Now I'm on Pinchot. I don't think I'm gonna have any problems on Pinchot. Pinchot Avenue is always just like this. Although it was a side street where somebody just was driving directly head on to me to the left. Apparently he doesn't know you're supposed to drive on the right side of the road. Damn. Remember when I was my last short stint as a cab driver for VIP taxi. I remember some apartments on the left, and that was a pretty good fare, and those were really nice people. I don't know, just suddenly remembered that. And on the left, that thing on the left, which right now is a Peace Chapel. It's a funeral home. That used to be the Ox Sports Bar. Hey, and they are putting something into that Circle K. The last time I did Circle K, about 2 months ago, I commented on my blog that there was some kind of a permit requested thing. There's a new restaurant opening there soon called Taco Boys. So yeah, it looked like they were gonna put something where the Circle K was. Yeah, I drove by and I commented. It looked like there was a permit, like someone was trying to get a permit for something. So now I'm turning left on Earl, again, better than driving down Thomas, because Thomas is a shit show right now with traffic and people wrecking into each other and emergency vehicles blocking the road to deal with people that are wrecking into each other. But Earl's usually always chill. Yeah, the Ox Sports Bar, which is now a funeral home. That's where I met my younger daughter's mother, Elise, when I was the karaoke DJ there. Pretty fancy camp trailer they got sitting in front of there. We'll probably rent that for $100 a night as an Airbnb. do a face plant. Okay, this is 30th Street. He's got stop signs. I don't, so I should keep going instead of slowing down as much as I just did. So I'm going to the Goodwill at 30th Street, Thomas, a quarter mile south of here. Yeah, I kind of went out of my way going this way, but the traffic is a lot less stressful going this way. As long as somebody doesn't try to have a head-on collision with me because they want to drive on the left-hand side of the road. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I think I can turn left here and take a shortcut behind the Fry's. I think so. Shit, I was trying to talk about work while. So yeah, I didn't watch the whole video, but I figure, you know, whatever. I know the basics of HelloFresh. Let's just see if I can just skip it and pass the test. And I did, 100%. Priscilla missed one question, but she still passed it. And that was about what clothes are adequate. I said, whatever the warmest, when she asked the question about clothes, I said, whatever the warmest option is on there. And, you know, one of them was layered with coats, winter coats and stuff. And that's, she just put like long sleeve shirt and pants. And yeah, that's not enough, girl. It's not freezing in there, but it's damn close. You know, there was one that was asking about temperatures, what the specific temperatures that need to be for the freezer and for the cooler. And while I don't remember what those temperatures were, you know, the reason I scored so high on my GED, and I passed my GED math test in like 2 minutes when it was a 1-hour test, was because I will critically think about multiple choice answers. And that's how I just passed the one about the temperatures regarding HelloFresh freezers and coolers. Because I don't know the temperatures they have to be. However, they list a temperature for the cooler and a temperature for the freezer. Only one of the answers featured a temperature for the freezer which was below freezing. I don't know what temperature the freezer has to be at, but I can guarantee you it needs to be below 32 degrees. Any answer that's above 32 degrees ain't gonna keep shit frozen. That's pretty basic. Anyway, it's so funny how there's so much geared around, oh, you need to memorize these numbers and memorize these numbers. No, you just gotta have a little fucking logic and common sense. But I don't know, as bad as education is today and as much as people just don't value and have common sense anymore. In some of the videos I see where they're asking Gen Z questions of things that you think would be common sense, it genuinely wouldn't surprise me. But a lot of the young, you know, the Gen Z and even some of the millennials that work there don't know that 32 degrees is freezing and a freezer needs to be cooler than that. There's probably people that absolutely don't know that. Anyway, I'm headed into Goodwill. I haven't come here in a long time, but I just got an email with my 20% off coupon. I got Priscilla's credit card. So let's get some jeans. Whoa, smashed up car. Move that one over to body damage. Today's just been such a crazy day for just stuff. I'm inside Goodwill. I don't even know how I started talking with this cute young girl named Tara, but yeah, you're going out the wrong direction for that parking spot, ma'am. She's really young, she's really cute. I think she's shopping with her boyfriend, so that's not going anywhere. But I forget how we started talking, but she had me send her information to sign up for WorkWhile. I think we're talking about pants and where you can try stuff on, because they got rid of it. Look, there goes somebody with no headlights. There's somebody else with no headlights. The sun is over the horizon, people. Turn on your headlights. I'm going left, but I'm going to turn right because it causes less traffic jams and it's a much safer maneuver to turn right. And then just the guy behind me also has no headlights. Guy coming over here has no headlights. People in Phoenix don't like to use headlights. I would imagine any car on the auto headlight setting has got their headlights on right now. Now, I don't know, my Saturn doesn't have auto headlights. My Mercedes does. And I never had an issue with the headlights not coming on when it was dark. It's so much easier to just turn right, flow with traffic a little bit, get in the left-hand turn lane, make enough left. Why don't people do that? Instead of trying to make dangerous left turns and then causing fucking accidents. So, Tara, I think that's how the conversation started. Oh, look, I'm over at this park here. There's a homeless guy, 3 shopping carts. There's another 4 shopping carts. This is Perry Park, and this is where they had a real problem with homeless people, and I'm 100% convinced that Phoenix police or case managers or whatever moved them from here over to the zone, because all the homeless encampment that was going on here. What are you doing, dude? Move your Nissan out my way. That's the kind of car we used as a shag last night. Steve drove. It was pretty good with Steve last night. Yeah, so all the homeless people that were here were gone, and I think they moved them all to the zone. Okay, the big encampment was along this fence, so that's not happening. But yeah, now that Phoenix has quote unquote cleaned up the zone, suddenly all these groups of homeless people are reappearing in the places they were before City of Phoenix tried to sweep them under the rug by running them over to the zone. Now look at those people. They're running across the road. Instead of using the hawk, there is a hawk right there. They can hit the button and cross in a hawk. Any question why those things really aren't working? Because the people who are walking are just running for their lives and they're not using them. I mean, we've already seen in plenty of my vlog videos that people who drive don't understand how and when they're supposed to stop at them. But like, what difference does it make when the people just run across the road and don't even use them, and the pedestrians? I'm gonna make a left here because I got a gap in traffic. I got another person parked on the wrong side of the road with their damn lights on. Makes it very difficult to see. Now that guy not only should not be parked there, but he should have his lights off. Another guy on the left parked on the wrong side of the road. People drive like shit here. Oh my God. Like, just so many bad drivers that I can't even focus on what I was trying to talk about. So Tara, her name was Tara. She's cute. Tara with a T. So I was trying to find her in my phone and like type in T-A-R-A. I don't want to find it because it's Tara with a T, with a T-E-T-E-R-A. And she thought I worked at Goodwill. So she was asking me about how to try on her pants. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, I don't work here. But we started talking about how there were changing rooms to try on stuff, and now they don't have them anymore, and what, you know, how to cope with that and stuff. And then I said I was grabbing pants for me and for my girlfriend. I hope the ones I'm getting are fit, because I'm just following her directions on size. I said, but my jeans are expensive, by the way. Her jeans were cheap, but mine are Calvin Klein. And I'm not like trying to get name brand stuff. They just were the only ones that were my size. They were black. But yeah, they were something like $14, whereas hers I think were like $5. But whatever. I mean, sometimes it's just like, I just need that shit now. And I was able to use my 20% off coupon, so that's good. But yeah, so I was chatting with Tara. Her name's Tara, and I was telling her about the job, and she's like, that's really good money. Can you send me a link to that? I'm like, yeah. I said, and if you use the link I send you, then you get $50 on your first shift. You get a $50 bonus, and I get a $50 bonus. So yay, $50 in your pocket. And so I sent that to her. That was pretty cool. Hopefully that works out for her. I ran into my neighbor again, who I saw at mental health court. And she lives 2 doors down from me. We never hang out, like, at home. We literally live 2 doors apart from each other. But I knew I was going to see her at court. I knew I was going to see her at court, and I did. We talked quite a bit there. And mental health court on Wednesday. And yeah, I ran into her over, and she saw me and said hi to me. Like, my nearsightedness is getting so bad that I didn't even recognize her, because a person at that distance is just, all I saw was blurry white person. I didn't notice her. But, oh, and she changed her hair again. So that when women change their hair, I just don't recognize them. I just don't. So, yeah, I was chatting with her. I probably wasted more time than I should have, because it's 5:29 right now on the Saturn clock, which means it's almost 5:35. So I'm having enough time to pop into Priscilla's place and get dressed and do something about my hair. But yeah, I was having a great talk with Heather, my neighbor, and car in front of me, no headlights, no tail lights. Probably not even visible in the video. I can just barely see it because it's causing a shadow from the stuff behind it. She had some, I'm assuming, homeless guy came up, and she bought these Christmas lights from him They were the coolest thing ever. I should have offered more money, but do I need any more crap? No, not really. And I don't have any cash on me at all, so there's that. But, and he said somebody gave it to him, but whatever. The guy could probably really use $5 because, I think fentanyl's like $3 or $4 a pill. I'm just fucking with you. The guy didn't seem to be on any drugs at all, for what it's worth. Not every homeless person is on drugs, although it seems like it most of the time. So, yeah, I don't know where these Christmas lights came from, but they were definitely somebody's homebrew project, and they were made entirely, I'm assuming probably some like little white lights inside of them, but they were made entirely out of plastic Remington shotgun shells, green ones and red ones. Now that's the Christmas spirit. I told her, she goes, do you know if they work? And I'm like, you said you found them. Yeah, no witch test. She's like, oh yeah. I told her, I said, if they don't work, don't throw them away, bring them to me. I fix shit like that. Those shotgun shell Christmas lights, they're going to be mine. Oh yes, they're going to be mine. They're so cool. Anyway, crazy running, like, met somebody pretty cool today, and then she wanted the link too. So I don't know if she'd be able to go there, but I'm definitely down to ride share with her there. She kicks me down with something for gas. But anyway, I need to go. But first, hey, it's yet another episode of Dan Thrifts, which I haven't been doing because I haven't had money to spend on that thing. But I'm in Goodwill. I can't not look at the media when I'm in Goodwill, especially when I'm using a 20% off coupon. So this, $2.29. The Godfather DVD collection box set. It's like 3, 4, 5, 6 discs and this neat stuff, and it's pristine. The discs are pristine, the case is pristine. What's it worth? I don't care. $2.29 minus 20%. Of course I'm getting that. They had 3 Star Trek original series VHS tapes. It's dark enough in here, I can't read those episodes. Those are ones I don't think I have on VHS. In fact, I don't think I have those on any format. They also had the Trouble with Tribbles. I'm sure I already have the Trouble with Tribbles on VHS and probably with that packaging. So those are $1 a piece, so minus 20%. So we're talking, what, 80 cents. Of course I grabbed those. And I had to get some CDs. They're all 99 cents each, even the ones that are 2-disc sets. But I got a Gerald Levert album and another Gerald Levert album. To be honest, I'm not familiar with these 2 albums, but I like Gerald Levert. And at 99 cents, yes please. Freddie Jackson, Rock Me Tonight. Fuck yeah. I think I have that on vinyl, but for 99 cents, yeah, that looks like an original issue CD from back in the day. Capitol label. Hell yeah, I'm getting that for 99 cents. This is the best thing I got. Probably not in value. I'm sure that Freddie Jackson's probably worth more, but the Temptations Gold 2 CD set. It's pristine. Looks like a pretty recent issue from the packaging. That style of thin, slimline double jewel box. My God, how many songs does this thing have on it? 19 songs on the 1 disc, and oh God, my vision's getting so bad. 17 songs on 1 disc, 19 on the other. Man, that's a lot from the Temptations. Love the Temptations. I can't wait to listen to that. And last but not least, Luther Vandross, live at City Music Hall, 2003. There was another Luther Vandross album. I'm not sure if I had it or not. I've got at least 2 Luther Vandross albums I've never found the time to listen to. So, yeah. I decided to pass on that one even at $1, but that live album looked way too cool to not get. Anyway, I gotta head over to Priscilla's place, get myself dressed. I got 20 minutes, then we gotta both be out the door.